Have you ever walked into a conversation and instantly felt bored, not because the person in front of you lacked personality or intelligence, but because the conversation itself felt empty and predictable, revolving around topics like the weather, traffic, or the classic "How was your weekend?" as if everyone was unconsciously following a script that has been repeated thousands of times without ever being questioned. Now here's an uncomfortable question most people avoid. Why do some feel drained by this interaction while others stay in it for hours comfortably? The answer is deeper than it appears. Intelligent people Dante justly say they actively search for meaning behind every word they hear. They try to connect ideas and interpret intentions. When that meaning is absent, the conversation quickly loses its appeal and energy. When someone asks, "How are you?" are they seeking to understand your emotional state or simply performing a normalized social ritual? For a mind seeking depth, superficial interaction feels incomplete, like trying to engage with something that has no substance to hold on to. When your brain is wired to explore ideas and question patterns, surface-level conversations start to feel like a limitation and a mental cage. People assume those who dislike small talk are bad at communication, but they are often skilled communicators who choose engagement only when it's worthwhile. They don't disengage out of arrogance, but as a natural response to a lack of mental stimulation. Their brain asks, "What is the point?" Hating small talk reflects a desire for authenticity and real connection that goes beyond the surface levels of most social environments. Real connection happens when someone is willing to drop the mask and say something honest, revealing a part of who they truly are. Small talk acts as a social bridge, a safe entry point. The problem is that many people never choose to move beyond that bridge. Meaningful connection happens when ideas are challenged and perspectives expanded. Intelligent people search for that natural, energizing exchange. Once they experience that level of connection, it becomes very difficult to go back to shallow interactions that offer no stimulation. They might appear quiet in groups because there is no meaningful entry point, but in the right environment, they become deeply expressive. Small talk is genuinely exhausting for them. Their brain extracts meaning and analyzes context even when there is nothing there to connect. It's like watching a movie with no storyline, waiting for a payoff that never arrives. This leads to avoiding situations where small talk dominates. Deep conversations create lasting impressions because they involve emotion and thought. This is why intelligent people prioritize quality over quantity in social connections. The real skill lies in guiding interaction into deeper territory. Ask questions that invite stories, sharing values and experiences rather than routine answers. Depth requires vulnerability and risk. Intelligent people are willing to take that risk because the reward of real connection outweighs the discomfort. Recognizing your disconnection from small talk is the first step toward change. It simply means you are seeking something more meaningful. Every conversation begins somewhere, but where it goes depends on your ability to guide it. You have the choice to introduce depth and curiosity. People are looking for better conversations to feel understood and inspired. This begins with the questions you ask and the depth you explore. The real world exists below the surface. Take control, guide it deeper, and once you start engaging with it, there is no reason to go back.